Hi, friends. I know I said that I would read yesterday, but my day kind of got away from me. I had a couple meetings and I was trying to help some friends out online with some questions that they had about the assignments. So keep the questions coming. It is spring break, so I'm not posting anything new. There'll be no new assignments until next week. And there's baby, so baby's hanging out. Oh, this is Giz? Oh, sorry, that's Giz. Ben's bringing them up behind me. So again, it's spring break, so no new assignments will be posted, and this will be the only reading that I do. I won't read again until Tuesday. Okay, so with Restart, when we left off, Monday, it was Shoshana that and Chase were going into Shoshana's house to do some editing on their video, and Chase was actually taken back because Mrs. Weber was very accepting of him to a point coming into the house, which was a big step for her. So today's chapter is with Bear. When the announcement comes that there's an assembly, they're all psyched. Why wouldn't we be? It's like a get out of jail free card for the whole morning of the classes. What's the assembly about? Who knows, but who cares? In the auditorium, the big screen is set up. That means they'll be running the lights out. The perfect chance to catch up on a nap for a guy who's been playing video games until 3 o'clock. Aaron is way ahead of me. He drapes himself over the seat, his legs dangling over the back of the chair in front of him, his arms spread out wide. I fight my way in beside him and we wrestle for a position. Hey, he exclaims, the loser in the row ahead of us, the one with Aaron's size 14 construction boot hanging over his shoulder. But when he sees who he's talking to, he gets real quiet real fast. He and his friends wander off, looking for someplace else to sit. I flake out next to Aaron. Wake me up when it's over, he mumbles, already half asleep. You're the one who's going to be waking me up, I retort, and we exchange a few rabbit punches before settling in before the big snoozed fest begins. Then comes a surprise. The whole purpose of the assembly is so that we can congratulate Chase Ambrose and Shoshana Weber for the amazing video they made for the stupid contest or other. That's all I need, to watch the principal and the teachers lining up to worship the kid who used to be just a guy like me until he fell on his head and suddenly became smart. It gets worse. We're not just going to worship the video, we're going to watch it all 40 minutes. Well, forget about sleeping now, I'm too ticked off. Even Aaron is sitting bolt upright, staring in outrage at Ambrose and the Weber chick on stage. The video starts. That's when my head really explodes. The thing is called Warrior, and it's about the geezer Solway and the meanest old Dumbledore in the entire Greybird Motel. No wonder the two of them spent so much time with the guy. Beside me, I can practically see steam coming out of Aaron's ears. It's not enough for him to make us look like jerks by doing community service when he doesn't have to, he seethes. No, he has to make a documentary about the place so that he can brag to the whole world. And with Shoshana Weber, from the same family that got us put on community service in the first place, and I thought that guy was my friend. But Solway, I demand, what's up with that? Yeah, he agrees. A whole museum full of ancient fossils, and they have to pick the nastiest old crab who complains to the nurses if his cookie's off center on his plate. That's not what I mean, and you know it, I hiss. Why him, huh? Not just any old Dumbledore? Solway? No. No way that's a coincidence. Chase doesn't know anything about that, Aaron reminds me. He's got amnesia. If he's got amnesia, I put darkly. Sounds a little convenient to me. Well, he's got amnesia enough to forget that he's our boy, Aaron adds bitterly. I nod. He used to play football, now he doesn't. He says he's coming back, but I think he's just stringing us along. He's partnered up with Weber, and and he's even getting buddy-buddy with Joel Weber. He's making it impossible to get along with him. He acts like he's changed, but he's really just cutting us out. On the screen, there's a close-up photo of a gleaming Medal of Honor. In the voiceover, Shoshana explains that this isn't the actual medal Mr. Solway received. Mr. Wonderful Solway isn't just a hero, he's modest too. He never wore the dumb thing because he didn't want people to feel bad that they didn't have one. And over the years, he forgot where he put it. Yeah, right, I mutter. Shh, Aaron hisses. When it's finally over, Ambrose and the Weber chick get a 5-minute standing ovation. That burns me up, since I know for a fact that the other kids were just as bored as I was. They bring the whole video club up there because they helped. Miss DeLeo reads out a letter from the head of the Graybird Motel thanking the filmmakers for their awesomeness and the school for having such awesome students. Look, puke. Aaron and I are sentenced to go to the place 3 days a week until we're practically old enough to check in there. And what do we get for it? Yelled at. That's what, by nurses and Dumbledores both. And Chase, who's worse than us, gets a love letter from the director? I've never been so happy to get back to a classroom. We can't just do nothing about this, I plead to Aaron as he takes the desk next to me. He's walking all over us, and we're letting him. For the very first time, he doesn't look at me like I'm crazy. I've got an idea of how we can jog his memory. You know, remind him who his real friends are. I wonder what they have up their sleeves. How could they remind him who their real friends are? And I don't know, I kind of would love to, I know that this is, I don't know, I kind of would like to see the video. It would be interesting to see what video they made for him. And why are they so focused on that Medal of Honor? So we'll have to wait and find out. But I hope you guys have a great spring break. Look forward to seeing some more assignments from you. Again, if you have any questions, if you're catching up on anything, you can still send a message through, and I'll reply as soon as I get it. And I'm here to help in any way. I miss you guys. Have a great spring break. Later, Gators.